Hi friends, it's Maud here again and welcome to your yoga for wait staff or serving staff. First of all, I want to share a word of gratitude to everybody in the wait staff and the serving staff. Thank you for everything that you do. So if you're looking for a class to sort of address your lifestyle at your establishment or your career or your job, where you're always on your feet and everything is fast and the hustle and bustle, dealing with people, perhaps difficult customers and being patient with that, perhaps having one hand or one wrist in this direction, sort of always carrying a tray, there's always the same motion that you're doing with your wrists, and it's almost like repetitive each time. Or if you just want a class to find your focus and find some time for yourself away from the hustle and bustle and just to make the breath sort of bring you to like a gentler, quieter, more grounded place, then this is the class for you. So prep wise, we will only be needing really like blocks, or if you have a pillow, please grab it. I know I have a bolster, I have a pillow, I have blankets right here. So if you have any of those cushions that I call sometimes furniture or yoga blocks, please go ahead and grab them because we're actually going to start on our backs. So as we're here, just make sure that the feet are down on the mat and you have your back down. Always find the time to kind of adjust yourself, being at the center of your mat, making sure that your environment and your space, there's enough space for you to kind of move around. And so for here, I want us to just bend our legs, knees are towards the sky. Don't pay too much attention with what the toes are doing, just be in their natural stance. And then place your hands on your belly and towards the bottom of that rib cage. You can wing your elbows out if you want. Find the lengthening and softening in the back of the neck. And we're going to start here breathing. And it's super duper important for all of us to actually start any class grounded and centered. And so now if there's anything that's distracting you away from your practice here, since it's just going to be a short one, just look at them like a cloud and let that thought pass by, knowing they will still be there after this practice. Take an inhale, please. Exhale, side out. Inhale through nose. Side out. One more time, inhale through nose. And then exhale, side out. Perhaps you feel a shift in your energy right now. You can keep breathing like that, or you can breathe normally, or you can start to breathe in and out through the nose as well. We call that Ujjayi breath. And so take an inhale through the nose. Let's try it out. Exhale out through the nose as well. The nostrils are small, so the exhales are going to be a little bit longer, which is good. Inhale through nose. Exhale through nose. Feel this vibration in the back of the throat. Do about 3 more times, just like that. And your hands are in your belly at the bottom of your rib cage. What's happening is when you inhale, your lungs expand. Your diaphragm basically gets pushed down, which is why your belly inflates. Your rib cage just goes in and out to accommodate the lungs that are taking the air in and releasing it out. And after your next exhale, you can blink your eyes open if you want. Shake your arms and your hands. And then lift your arms overhead, and perhaps just interlace your fingers and lengthen your arms up towards the wall behind you. You notice there's an arch in your back. Keep your chest open, but slightly nudge your lower spine down. Just lengthen out. Hips are down, feet are down.
Back of the neck is long. One more breath. Keep the arms like that, fingers interlaced. Just lengthen the feet, lengthen the legs, point the toes. It's like a good morning stretch. Squeeze the biceps towards your head and your ears. Point the toes, point the toes. And then slowly release. Bend the legs once again. Spread the palm of your right hand. Use the fingers of your left hand to really stretch the forearm here if you feel it. Fingers towards your forearms, and try to see if you can get your thumb to also stretch out to the side. This is your position with the tray, right? So we're going to orient the wrist in many different directions in this class. One more time, stretch it out. As you exhale this time, you're going to do the opposite direction. Drop your fingers down. Use the palm of your left hand to kind of push the front of the back of the right palm down. Feeling the stretch here on the opposite side. This definitely resonates towards the elbows, the muscles that are approaching the elbows, around the elbows as well. And then slowly release. Make a loose fist with your hands. And then just make these nice circles. When I say loose fist, I mean the fingers are not really rigid. And go the opposite direction. And this time, open up the left palm towards the ceiling. Use the fingers, 4 fingers of your right hand to really stretch that palm. Left thumb is stretching out, lengthening out to the side as well. Bringing your fingertips close to that forearm. Feel the stretch in the forearm. And slowly go the opposite direction. Using the right palm to slightly nudge the fingers of your left hand down. Keeping a softness in your face, relax in your jaw. And slowly release. Revisit those loose fists, making a circle, going whichever direction. And I really want you guys to sort of exaggerate the motion here. So you're not just doing these little things, you're definitely getting that range of motion in your wrists. Beautiful. Rest the palms down and just lift your right leg and lift your left leg and just sort of let them hang. Notice how maybe tight your hamstring feels. You can nudge your lower spine down if it feels comfortable to you, as long as you're not overarching the spine. There will be some arching that will be done, which will be natural, but nudge your lower spine down. And once you feel completely sort of relaxed in the legs, and start to do some ankle circles right here, spreading the toes any chance you can. Depends how you feel, how tight you feel here with the legs. Perhaps it would feel better for you to have something underneath your thighs. So perhaps you grab a pillow and you place it, not underneath the thighs, underneath your bums. Perhaps if this feels good, then go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, keep doing what you're doing. Or just let the legs hang, open them up to a V, and then sort of crisscross. You're always on your feet the whole time you're at work. And so this is just kind of giving the legs a rest, giving attention to the legs and the feet. We definitely don't pay enough attention to the feet. They are abused, ignored, overused. And so right now we're just appreciating them. One more crisscross. Beautiful. Shall we send the feet down? You can keep your pillow if you want, or you can remove it. Lengthen your left leg forward And then send your right knee towards the chest. Interlace your fingers on top of the right shin and just squeeze that knee towards your chest, keeping the length in the back of your neck. And let's shift. Left knee to the chest, lengthen your right leg. Just go back and forth. Full breath. One inhale and one exhale as you compress. And then slowly shift. One more time on each side. And beautiful. Just lengthen both legs out, relaxing them. This time we're going to remove any prop from underneath the hip or the bums. Lengthen your arms out. This time you're going to separate the hands. Relax the legs. Inhale right here. And as you exhale, send the right knee towards the chest. Inhale. Send the left knee in towards the chest. Just do that alternating movement, lengthening and bending the leg one leg at a time. Inhale to bend. Exhale to extend. Inhale, sending the knee in. Exhale once again. One more time on each side. Beautiful. Send both knees towards the chest. This time rest your hands on top of your knees. Rock left and right. You can also do some knee circles or hip circles right here. Perhaps knees going opposite direction. One more time. And find that rocking once again. The next time you rock towards the right side, go all the way to the right side. And gently lift yourselves up into a nice seated position. Cross at the shins. You can always sit on a blanket, so there's a little bit of lift of your hips above the knees. Just feels easier and better for the lower spine. Place your hands on your knees. And then send your heart forward. Lift the chin up. Inhale. This is an arch in the spine that's happening. And then exhale, send your spine back, round it out. Drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, heart forward. Rock it up. Lift the chin up if that feels good for your neck. Exhale, round it out, chin to chest. Doing this a few more times. Good for the spine. Also lets you know if your neck feels tight. Forward heart, lifted chin, rounded spine. One more time. Heart open. Inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round. Beautiful. Interlace your fingers and then spread the palms in front of you. Inhale, lift up the arms. Chest is open, but send your ribs in. Exhale, lateral bend towards your right. Left hip is down, so let it stay grounded so you feel more stretch in the left side of the body. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend to the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. This time you're going to drop your left hand down. Reach your right arm over to the left. Keep that bend in your left elbow. It's a deep bend. Right hip is down. Right arm lengthening to the left side. Inhale to release. Lengthen up. Plant the right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale to the other side. Deep bend in the right elbow. One more time. Inhale, lengthen the left hand, left arm. Exhale, plant it down. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, bend to the left.
This time we'll do a little bit of change. As we exhale, we're going to reach forward. Plant the right hand. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. Good for the lower back. Stretches it out. Left arm reaches to the right. One more time on each side. Reach forward. Plant the left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reach it over. Left arm up. Reach it over. And then slowly come to center. Drop your chin towards your chest. Send your left ear towards your left shoulder. Inhale, slowly look up. You can open the mouth if that feels comfortable to you. Right ear towards your right shoulder. Make a full circle. Just make these conscious pauses and stops if it is comfortable to you. Just make those 2 circles on the opposite direction. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Come to center, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, center, exhale over your right shoulder. One more time on the left side. Inhale, right side, exhale. Beautiful. Come to center, come into your quadruped or hands and knees. Plant your palms, fingers pointing forward for now. Knees are underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. And so for now, we're just going to keep the hands where they are. Tuck the toes in the back, and we're going to shift our hips back. And sort of finding this kind of floating child's pose. So feeling a stretch in the feet, the toes and the ankles. Drop the head. One breath, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Slowly shift forward. Now point your fingers towards your thighs, towards your knees. You feel a stretch here on your wrists. You can walk your knees a little bit closer towards your hands, keeping the feet tucked, and perhaps shifting your hips back towards your heels. Feeling the stretch in the forearms, stretch in the wrists. And there's not only one wrist joint, right? There's a lot of areas, a lot of bones in the wrist that actually meet. That means there's a lot of little bitty, itty bitty wrist joints in the wrist. And so you sort of respect that area as we do these things every day, flexing and extending the hip, whichever direction it's going. So we kind of want to get inside the body sometimes to appreciate it and to sort of respect everything it does to keep us, energized, to keep us going. Big breath here, inhale. And then exhale, slowly release. You can shake the hands. You can untuck the toes in the back. Have a seat for now and just shake your wrists and your arms. Nice. Now we're going to come back to our quadruped, but we're going to turn our fingers out on the side. You can keep your knees down. We're going to do circles with this wrist. Or if you want, you can also turn this into a plank pose with your tailbone pointing towards the heels, really keeping your core tight and engaged, and do the wrist circles this way. So again, it could be knees off with a plank, or it could be knees down in your hands and knees, or quadruped position. Go the opposite direction, perhaps just doing about 6 circles. Whichever pose you're doing, plank or you're on your knees, please respect that. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Honor your body and honor your individual experience. And then slowly plant the knees down. Left palm is going to be on its default. The right palm is going to cup your knee. Then slowly send the hips back. Feeling the stretch in your palm as you almost like want to nudge your shoulder forward. And then
straighten that arm the best you can. Ay, ay, ay. Your triceps are also contracting here. It's an isometric action. You'll notice when you keep your hands there and you bend the arms, there's not much sensation. But when you straighten it and send the shoulder a little bit forward, whoo, there is some sensation there. Beautiful. Slowly release. Again, shake the arms, shake the wrists. Whenever you're ready, right hand is down. Left hand cups your left knee. Tuck the toes in the back, push back. Feel the stretch in your palm as you straighten that left arm and nudge your left shoulder forward a little bit. And it's always a different experience depending on which side you're more active or which one is your dominant hand. And so just respect that as well. No judging. One side feels tight, one side feels more open, more responsive to the stretches, and that's okay. Inhale here, and then exhale. Beautiful. Slowly release, shake the hands and shake the wrists. Plant your palms down, tuck the toes in the back, and slowly lift your hips up into a downward facing dog. We're trying to make this letter A shape in the down dog, right? Like your tailbone is sort of the topmost part of this letter A shape, and then the backs of the legs and the arms and the spine are sort of those lines that makes the letter A shape. Lengthen the spine. You can soften your legs here and pedal one leg at a time. Beautiful. Pedal maybe 2 more times on each side, just like a bicycle. And pause right there, your down dog. Prioritize the straightening in the spine instead of forcing the legs to be straight and you're rounding the spine. That just means your back body is tight. So lengthen the spine, find some strength in your shoulders, and you can soften the knees if you want. Inhale right here. And as you exhale, slowly look forward and plant your right foot between the palms. Inhale to rise the arms. Exhale, twist towards the right. Open the palms towards the right. Plant your right hand on your left hamstring. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, slowly release. Plant the palms. Inhale back to downward facing dog. Just 2 breaths right here. Again, prioritize the spine. Drop your head, spread your fingers. Feet are at least hip width apart. Hands are at least shoulder width apart, which means they can be wider. Inhale right here. Exhale it out. Bottom of your exhale, step, step, or place your left foot between the palms. Plant your right knee down. And then inhale, rise with the arms. Exhale, twist to the left. On this side, open the arms. Open the palms as well. Drop your left hip down. Left hand on your right hamstring. Inhale the left arm up. Feel the stretch on that right side. And then exhale, cartwheel the arms back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels in your down dog. Exhale, send the heels to the right. Drop your head and shift the hips back, feeling a nice stretch on that left side. Keeping the feet where they are. Inhale, shift forward into a side plank. So keep your right hand down. You can lift your left arm up or keep your left hand on your hip. And the left foot is in front of the right. Inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release. Left hand down, back into downward facing dog. Inhale. Lengthen that spine, spread the palms, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels up. Send your heels to the left. Shift your hips back. Feel this opening on the right side. Drop your head, please. Close the eyes. Connect the mind and the breath to the body. And get inside the body, especially that right side that's feeling the sensation. On your next inhale, shift the body forward. Keep the left hand down. Float the right arm up. Or right hand can be on your right hip. Find a nice focal point. Right foot is in front of the left. Inhale. Exhale, slowly plant the right hand down. Come back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Plant the knees down, but separate them out. Keep the toes tucked towards each other and send the hips back into a short-lived child's pose. Because we're going to inhale and slowly shift the heart forward. You can lift the feet up if it's comfortable. Squeeze the glutes, open the chest, come forward. Shoulder blades come towards each other. Exhale, plant the feet down. Child's pose, floating child's pose. Inhale, come forward, lift the feet if that's comfortable. Exhale, child's pose. 2 more times just like this, just coming forward and back, opening the chest. Find some strength and stability in your shoulders. Palms are spread. 1 more time. Child's pose. This time, plant your elbows down. Untuck the toes in the back. Shift your hips all the way towards your heels. Elbows down. Forehead down. Child's pose. Slowly flip your palms up towards the sky in your child's pose. Keeping your forehead down, keeping your breath going. Two more breaths. And slowly flip the palms down. Send the palms underneath your shoulders. Keeping the knees away from each other. Just plant the hands behind you. And your hands can point towards your lower back. And then slowly press and open the chest. You can keep looking forward or you can let your head hang back, whichever one feels comfortable. We're not going to be here for long. Just open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other or towards the spine. And then exhale, slowly release. Come into a nice seated position with the shins crossed. You can always have one of your blankets or one of your cushions underneath your bums. It just feels good for the lower spine so that the hips are above the knees. Otherwise, you can just sit on the mat as well. Hands pressed together and heart center. Find the time to bow your head towards your hands. With a smile in your face and with gratitude, just recognize the fact that you really carved out some time for some healing and so for some self-care and to really just ground yourself while keeping the body moving and keeping the breath sort of become that commander, that leader of that movement, and you just feel more empowered, revitalized, and rejuvenated. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, I hope you find a nice bow towards yourselves, your inner teacher, and your inner voice.
Take the time to thank yourselves for coming to practice. I appreciate you guys for coming over. I hope you guys enjoy this class. I have many other classes out there that you can also enjoy regardless of your career. So many other types of classes that I hope caters to your lifestyle and to whichever stage in your life you may be. From me to you, namaste, which means the light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much for now. Goodbye and take care. Bye.